again, and today I'm going to be doing some bubble art projects with you guys. So let me just give you a quick list of some of the things that you'll need in order to do this project. Okay, you will need paper towels or shop towels, towels that your grown-ups don't mind getting dirty. You will need some white paper, and you will need either bubble solution or dish soap and water. You're actually luckier if you can find the liquid food coloring, or if you still have some liquid food coloring, it mixes a lot easier than the gel food coloring. If all you have is gel food coloring, you will want to smear it around on the inside of whatever cup or egg carton that you use before you mix in the bubble solution, so that it will mix easier. Also, if it's kind of really more gel-like and solid, you might want to add 1 to 2 drops of warm water first. The other way is to use a little bit of tempera paint or poster paint, and it's not a whole lot of it. You're just going to squeeze some out into a cup. I'm just using like a Dixie cup like you would use to rinse your mouth in the bathroom. So see, it's not a whole lot of color there. And then we're gonna stir it. I'm gonna stir with the straw that I have here. So the main difference is, if you're using the tempera paints, your bubble solution is going to be a lot thicker, and it's going to give you deeper colors. The food coloring, the colors aren't quite as deep and dark. So that's the difference. Those are both blue, but one's darker than the other. For this first technique, the order of the day is the darker the color, the better. So you can definitely see that the darker colors show up a little bit better. But this will make a nice background for a card to grandma or grandpa, or even something that you would send to maybe one of the nursing homes in the area to try to brighten somebody's day. Okay, so I'm going to tilt this down a little bit so you can see my work area a little better. So I've got all these cups with my colors and a straw in each. Now, this is where you as a child get revenge for all those times that you were told not to blow bubbles in your milk. Okay, so you're going to take your cup and you're going to blow bubbles. You're going to try to make them the small type of bubbles so that they're not too big. When they come up out of your cup, you're going to pull the straw out very carefully. Then you take your paper, you flip it upside down, and set it right on top of the cup. Okay. And you see it comes away with a ring of bubbles around it and a bubbly pattern in it. So I'm going to take this blue color that I have. I'm going to do the same thing. When I get a bunch of bubbles up above the cup, I'm going to take my paper, flip it upside down, press it down on top of that cup, and get that nice impression of all the bubbles. So I like this one. This one is kind of fun to do. Okay, but it kind of, takes a little bit of hand-eye coordination to make it work. Okay, so the other type of bubble art you can also go outside and do, and I have some pictures of them, some stuff that I did outside today. If you do it outside with the food coloring bubble paint, it will wash away when it rains, and it will be environmentally friendly. So that's what you want to like try to do this next one with. It will be something that is like sidewalk chalk art. And it will be a little bit more abstract because the hard concrete will make your bubbles pop a lot differently than smooth paper inside. Now, if you're doing this inside, you have to get your parents' permission. Make sure that all of your grown-ups know what you're doing. And I find it to be better to do on a flat surface than on my easel. Otherwise, I would have set up my easel. On my easel, things drip too much on this one. So I have my straw again, but I also have my bubble wand. Now I only have one bubble wand, so I have an extra paper towel over here to wipe my bubble wand on between my colors. So I'm going to take my blue, and again, I'm using my food coloring version to show you the differences in what the colors look like. Okay, so I'm going to stick my bubble wand in, make sure I've got enough to form that bubble film. I'm going to scrape off the edge of the cup, trying so I don't drip as much. And then I'm going to blow through the straw towards the bubble wand to get a nice bubble. I might need more bubble solution in this one. There we go. It takes a little bit of practice, but now I have a bubble sitting on my paper. Okay. So if you can see that, I have a bubble sitting on my paper. And I'm going to go ahead and pop it. And now you can see it left a ring behind. And there are all sorts of splatters from all the bubbles that didn't quite land as a bubble on the paper. And I'm going to do this a few more times, and then I'm going to switch colors, and I'll come back and I'll show you what it all looks like. So I'm going to stop right here because you can see there's a couple of places where you can see bubbles actually landed and then sat for a while and then popped. The rest is all spaces where bubbles kind of skipped along and popped. And it kind of leaves this nice splatter. If you can get some nice spots where bubbles sit for a while, it creates a really cool effect. I like doing this kind of art and just keep practicing at it because it will get easier to get the bubbles to sit there. I haven't blown bubbles in a really long time. But when I was a kid, I used to be able to do this type of stuff all the time. Practice, play around with it, find different ways to do it. And I'd love it if you guys try out any of our art projects. If you guys send us pictures or tag us in your photos on your pages, then we can see what you guys are doing with all these great ideas that we're trying to give you. So I want to thank you for joining with me today and experimenting with bubbles and color. I hope that you will have a wonderful day going forward and a magical time with bubbles.